Yo guys, what's going on? My name is Chris. Welcome to the channel. I just want to say first and foremost, guys, I appreciate all of you. I love you. I know we're bringing in more people to the channel, and I just want to say welcome. I'm grateful for you. I love you. I don't even know you. And that's why I do what I do for you. And today, we're going to talk about this really awesome thing of tips on how to build an amazing team. I hear a lot of business owners complaining they can't find people to work for them right now. And that's because you haven't built or know how to build a proper team. And I've been there for too long. The good news is I'm not only going to show you how to build an awesome team, but I'm going to teach you the steps to bridge the gap from not being able to find help to the loyalest people you ever had the opportunity to work with. All right, let's get into the show. All right, full transparency, guys. This is one of the biggest things I screwed up for the longest period of time since I've been building teams. And it was all because of my ego. I thought I was better than I actually was, right? Might sound familiar, right? So, what's the first thing you got to do to build an amazing team? Let me tell you something, guys. You got to develop your team personally, okay? You really got to focus in on your team personally. Whether you're a manager within a company, whether you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, help your people develop personally. Some really common things that are used when it comes to developing your team is just having one-on-one meetings with your team regularly, maybe weekly or every other week or monthly like we do. Once a month, I get on the call with everyone from the team individually and just talk about their life, about what's going on, the problems that they have. No business. Just talk about them personally. Recommending books to read. Maybe the whole company reads books or the whole department reads a book at the same time, and then talking about the book specifically on personal development and knowledge. Continued education on how they can get better as a person, meaning teaching your people personally, like how to open a savings account, how to sign a lease, how to buy a house, how to buy a car, investments, basic things that you as an owner or manager might know, but your people might not. And continued education doesn't end there, but that is a really good thing you could do as a business owner is teach your people personally, right? Remember, when you develop your people personally, they're going to be in a better place in life. And when they're in a better place in life, they're happier. And when they're happier, guys, they're better to be around. And if they're better to be around, your business is better. And you have to remember the first step to building an awesome team is developing your team personally. Okay, number 2, selfless. Selfless leadership, guys. Lead your team selflessly. All right. So what does selfless mean? Okay. You're the leader. You eat last. Your team eats first. You're the leader. You show up first before your team. You're the leader. You leave last after your team. Selflessly. Your people need help. You need to help them. Your people ask you to do something for them. You need to do it as long as it's congruent with the culture. Okay. Selfless, right? You're the leader. They need to be able to depend on you. You're not going to be perfect. You're going to make mistakes. Should I make mistakes? And you know what? I'm not perfect. However, 90% of the time, maybe 95% of the time as a leader, I'm selfless, right? No one's perfect. You can't be perfect. But if you look at the opportunity to lead people as an opportunity because leaders are chosen and you do that selflessly, all right? Not only are you going to gain their respect, but your team is going to turn out freaking amazing. Number 3, ownership. Guess what? You want to build an amazing team and you're the leader? It's your fault. It's your responsibility. It is. It's your fault and it's your responsibility, okay? Understand that. If you are at the top of a company, if there's a problem, it's your responsibility, right? Fundamentally, it's your fault. It's your team. It's your company. It's your department. It's your responsibility. Ownership. And let me tell you something about ownership real quick, guys. I talk to a lot of people that make 7, 8 figures a year net. Guess what? We all talk about it. Extreme ownership. We own everything. Everything is our responsibility. It is. That mindset of ownership in owning things will separate you as a extravagant leader with an amazing team, because great leaders aren't great without an amazing team. And no one is more important than each other. Everyone is equally as important, and they all have a role. But if you own the mistakes and you own the responsibilities, all right, you're going to build an amazing team. Let me just give you a quick example of extreme ownership, right? Just before recording this show, I had a team meeting, right? Everyone's on the call. It's over Zoom, right? Guess what? Just like I said, I was 1 minute late to my own meeting. 1 minute. Now, most people wouldn't care about 1 minute, but you know what? I expect my people to be on time, which means I need to be on time. Now, the likelihood of me being late is less than 1%. But, just like I said, I'm not perfect. I signed into the meeting like 2 minutes before, and guess what Zoom told me? Zoom was like, oh, since yesterday we changed all these things. Let me give you a tutorial. And I was like, no. And I was 1 minute late. The meeting was at 10 a.m. I showed up at 10:01. And guess what? My whole team was there. So the point is, I owned it. Immediately, I was like, you know what, guys? I made a mistake. This is what happened. I know where I went wrong. I should have done it earlier. I didn't realize there was an update. No excuse. My fault. I made a mistake. My responsibility. Let's get into the meeting. And when you own things in the moment, you're going to build respect. And when you build respect, especially when you make mistakes, your team is going to turn out pretty fucking awesome. All right, number 4, you got to listen. Okay, you're a leader. Shut your mouth. I got to take this advice more. Shut your mouth and listen. God, whoever you believe in, gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen more, speak less. Think about that. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen more, speak less. Guys, a lot of times, problems can be solved. Animosity, people being upset, if they feel heard. You know what? Just hear them out. Man, listen, they could be completely wrong. But if someone feels heard, your team, they feel heard, the chances of the situation getting better quicker, whatever the problem is far greater. Listen, guys, just sit back and listen to your people. Sit back and listen. You learn a lot. Number 5, paint the vision. We've talked about this a lot on this show, right? High-level leadership is having a vision first and foremost, is having that vision, right? Putting the time into having that vision, and then being able to explain it to your people, painting that picture for them. And okay, you're a high-level leader. You're able to have that vision. That's the first step. Second step is telling your people about it often, okay? And then the third step within that vision, painting the vision, which we're talking about, these are the steps within the vision, you got to connect it to them. Why will that vision only happen if they are involved? Or let's put less codependency in there. That vision is possible with them on the bus going to that vision in the proper seat, okay? You have to be able to paint the vision. And if you don't have a vision or don't know how to start with a vision, we have lots of resources for you. I mean, I've taught shows on it. I wrote a book on it. You could book a call with me for free. It's in the show notes or the show description. The Calendly link is there. I'll teach you. You could go on YouTube and find someone else. There's all sorts of ways of doing it. But that vision is vitally important in connecting it to your people. That will build an amazing team. All right, let's bring it all together. Number 1, you got to develop your people personally. 2, selfless leadership. 3, ownership. 4, listen. 5, paint that vision. That is the sauce to building an amazing team. And there's other things, guys, but these are the fundamentals, right? And painting that vision is high-level stuff, right? And it could be complicated, but you can do it. If I could do it, I literally, guys, I didn't find out until last year. I failed high school. The only reason why they graduated me is because they knew I was going into the Army. I failed high school. And then I failed out of college because I decided to go to college, not the Army. I failed out of college immediately. Okay? Then went into the Army and then built all my businesses and whatever. You guys know the rest. But if I could do it, you could do it. I was a high school failure. I was a college failure. All right? Guys, if I could do it, you could do it. I promise you. I promise you could build an amazing team too. All right, that's what I got for you today, guys. I hope you learned something. I put a lot into this show. I really appreciate everyone here. And if you want to connect with me, book a call. The link is in the show notes. Jump on my Calendly. It's free. Just bring an open mind. Let's have a conversation. If you want to get involved with the community and the tribe of people that are listening and we're all like-minded, I can also get you in there. If you learned anything from this show, smash that like button, hit subscribe, drop a comment, and I'll catch you next time.